everyone. Barb from the Shabby Tree. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy fun, crazy, wacky Wednesday. All right, we're on the floor right now because we're going to make a tree. A very simple, quick, easy tree. Now, there's a couple things some of you might say what is. The first thing someone's probably going to say is, who wants to go and buy all of those wreaths? This is not going to be for everyone. I'm giving you a heads up right now on that. But if you are a person who has always wanted a grapevine tree and you don't have the capability to physically make the grapevine tree, grapevine trees, not that they're complicated, they're a little time consuming and they're very messy. So you do have to buy a good quantity of grapevine wreaths to make the grapevine tree, unless you go and buy a bunch of this stuff. Now, I do have this going on the website on Friday, this roll of grapevine like garland. And since I got this in and since it's going on the website, I want to use it for the top of this tree. So I've made this tree here in the past at the Shabby Tree. All we're going to do is stack wreaths on top of each other. And I believe I use, how many do I use? I wrote down, I counted the wreaths. I'm going to be using 21 wreaths. Now, when I say 21, some of them are like this big. So these little things, okay? These are going to go, as we go from the bottom up, your wreaths are going to get smaller. Most of my wreaths, not all of my wreaths, some of these I got from Amazon. So you could find this wreath right here on Amazon. You could also find this wreath in craft stores. So this is one that I use. It's kind of like a raffia wreath is what it's like. We'll take the cover off of it right now. So I wanted different colors a little bit. I'm not going to say color, tones, I guess. I wanted different tones for the wreaths, shades, I guess. I'm not using the right words, to make this tree. And actually, another reason I decided to go with different wreaths, it's not very easy to find different size grapevine wreaths that are going to be stackable. I got on Amazon, I was searching, I went to the stores, I was playing. So you kind of have to incorporate other style wreaths to make this work. Melanie loves grapevine trees. Me too, Melanie. So I have one in my house, in my foyer, that I made with you guys on a live. And then I did make two of them because I made one on a blog and then I made another one in person. The second one I sold at an antique store a long time ago. So I only have one in my home. But a grapevine wreath, if you use a tomato cage, is pretty stinking big. So one is plenty in my house. So now, let's take the plastic off of all of these ones that are kind of like a raffia hay wreath. It might be more like a hay wreath is what it is. But it fills in the gaps for my tree. Hey, Miss Helen Zulvinsky. Is that, I say that right? You did catch me live, Miss Kathy O'Grady. How are you? Melanie Gallagher, happy Wednesday. Happy Monday, happy Wednesday. All right, let's do this. Let's keep coming around just like this. Hold on. I want to make sure I don't cut my strings. This is wrapped with like some fishing line. Don't go cutting your fishing line or you'll be in a mess. Now, if you guys want to see which wreaths I ordered from Amazon, you guys can comment grapevine and I'll send my Amazon link to your Facebook Messenger if you want to see which ones I got from Amazon. Now, they're not all from Amazon. Some are from a store. And some of those little grapevine ones are even from the Dollar Tree. Now, some of the small ones I ordered in bundles on Amazon. They didn't give me an option for one tiny one. So I ordered like a bundle of 12, I think, of the baby ones. But we're crafters here, so I will use them for ornaments and everything. You've never made anything grapevine, Jennifer? Grapevine's messy, but boy, everything that you do like grapevine turns out just amazing. It just does, if you like that look. You have to like the look. Hey, Sharon Terry. Hey, Miss Barb. How are you? Yes, if you comment grapevine, let me know if you get an Amazon link. That will take you to like my craft supplies, and these wreaths should be right on there. The ones that I physically ordered myself from Amazon. I'm almost cutting my little string that this is wrapped in. This one's a little messy too, but the grapevine's messy when you're ripping apart a grapevine wreath. Sharon Terry loves grapevine wreaths. Yeah, I feel like they've gone up in price a little bit compared to what I used to get them for years ago. I feel like they're a little bit more pricey. So I'm not going to say this tree's the cheapest tree, but it's unique. It's fun. I'm just trying to share ideas. You do not have to make it as big as I'm making it. I'm having a good Wednesday, Miss Sheila. I'm having a very good Wednesday. I know I'm a little, see, I ripped my little fishing string. It'll be all right. I'll fix it. Barbie, I'll use wire. We're going to have to wrap this a little bit. I ripped the fishing string. I'm calling it fishing string. I have wire here. Let me wrap some wire around to this. And it'll be fine. This will be the back part. Give me a second. Be careful when you're cutting these ones. You have a little fishing line. I call it fishing line. And you don't want to break that because then your whole wreath will start unraveling. I think I'll be okay now. Okay. Hey, Miss Sue.
For lunch?
Yeah, I'm hungry today. Where are you going? Chick-fil-A?
Maybe.
If you are, get me a large mac and cheese.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
You want anything to drink?
You could get me a lemonade. Yeah. Hey, Kathy. That's all that kid wants is Chick-fil-A every single day. All right, I wrapped this around this. It will hold it. And I'll put it on the back of my wreath. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start stacking these buggers if I can remember how I stacked them. All right, so we're going to start with a grapevine at the bottom. Hey, Sharon. Now, when I get to the top of my tree, hopefully we're going to make like a cone shape out of this stuff. So this is a ribbon. It's like a grapevine ribbon, I think, is what's going on the website on Friday. And we're going to have to take it apart. Let's see how it goes. Let me find the end. I'll show you this Friday when it hits the website. It's your favorite, Miss Jan. I could give or take it, Miss Jan. It's not my favorite. Okay. It's my kids' favorite. They'll eat it every dang day. All right. I'm trying to find the end here. Okay. We had to take the wires off. They have it all wired together. Miss Patricia, you're going to love it. I don't understand what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to find the end. They have this wrapped good, though. I guess I can use the wires that's holding it all together. All right, so here's the end. You see, when you take these wires off, I wouldn't want to have to be the person that wired all this together. That's a pain in the butt. They have that wired good. When you get it, you're going to have to take all these wires off to have it unravel. Man, that's time consuming right there. Whoever had to wrap this bugger. Hey, Alicia. You see, once you get the wires off, then you're going to get this. Okay. Hey, Miss Joe. All right. So, if you want to see the original grapevine tree that we made years ago, that's on the blog. I'll reshare that today, all right? That one we did out in the driveway. We used actual grapevine wreaths, and we used we used a tomato cage, okay? Now, this is a quick fix tree. So let's take our wreaths and let's see. This ain't nothing new either. We've done this one here. Okay, so let's take a grapevine wreath, and then let's take this wreath. And then let's take another grapevine wreath, and let's take this wreath. All right, so this should be forming your base, like to your tree. You need to try to start going in a little bit smaller. So you're going to need to try and start finding some wreaths that are going to come in and go smaller. I do believe this is from Amazon. I do believe, if I'm correct. And then I think this one might be from Amazon. I have to go look at my Amazon myself. I do believe this one, I don't know where this one's from. I don't know if this one was Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. I don't know where this one was from, but it's beautiful, isn't it? And then we're gonna go right there. I really don't know if it needs to go like this and then this. Yeah, I think I like that better. I think I like that better. Okay, and then we're gonna go to what? I don't know. All right, we've got these three that will be next. So this one here, this one's Dollar Tree apparently. That's a Dollar Tree. You're just gonna have to play and find which is what. Like what's gonna work best for what, which this has to be Amazon. I got those Amazon. I think my grapevine wreaths I grabbed in Walmart, Hobby Lobby, and Michael's. Walmart does sell grapevine wreaths. I do have this one too, which I thought was super cool. And I don't know. I also got the smaller straw one. But I don't know where the smaller straw one is gonna go. Is that looking decent so far? I think it is, isn't it? Hey, Lori, how are you? All right, then we're gonna go to all of these little things right here. All right, I do believe this is Dollar Tree. I believe that was Dollar Tree. And then we got that one. I'm thinking these were from Amazon. I'm thinking. I don't even know. I'm guessing it's just, I don't have nothing to break up the color there because I don't have anything else that's, then we got a white up at the very top. This little white one right here, I believe that's Amazon, but I don't believe I have a tinier white from Amazon. See, some of the small ones I ordered from Amazon, I got like a little bulk of them. And then these I got from Amazon, the grapevine one. My bigger white ones right here, I got those from Amazon. But I don't have a smaller white one. Now here's what the thing is. Here's what, now I could maybe just skip this and we could just try to make a topper for the very top. And if I wanted to be honest, if we take this off and if we try to make this into a cone and I could add white paint, like I could paint white on one of them to make it all blend in. Now I don't know. So if we did a cone, we got to just try to start making it come in smaller. So let me grab wire. Let's just play a minute, all right? I guess I could just use the wire that they We'll just use some of the wire they had on this wreath. Let's just do that for a minute. Hey, Tammy, how are you? It's a little cattywampus, a little crooked. I gotta play and straighten it out. I can't see it very good. It's crooked. We'll fix it. We'll fix it once we get the top made. Let's get the top made first. We'll get the top made first, and then I'll step back and look at it, okay? Right now I can't get it straight. All right. Right now we're focusing on our top tree topper. Yeah, I could spray paint this one white. We could just spray paint it. It's actually a very good idea. We'll just spray paint it white. But let's see about making... At first I want to see if this is even going to work. We're trying to get it to make a cone, but we got to keep coming in as we come up. So I'm just going to use these wires. I'm using the wire that came with this stuff that's going to go on the website Friday. And we're trying to bring it in as we wrap it. I'm not saying that this is the easiest thing, but we're trying. We're trying to make it its own tree. Let me see what we got going on here. It's working. I am going to tell you it's working. I feel like it's working. It's hard because the thing is curled up. It's being a little tricky. It's being a little tricky. Come on, thing. Curl in for me a little bit. Man, it's trying to be tricky. I'm trying to get it to stay put for a minute. You have to be patient. Patient. We gotta just keep coming in skinnier and skinnier and skinnier. This stuff is very easy to bend. Let me use a piece of this wire. I'm gonna stick it right through here. We're gonna hold this together. Is Crystal on? Crystal, are you on here? Crystal, we love you. I'm so sorry. All right. I gotta see if this is working. Oh yeah, it's working. You could wrap a cone with it, but I looked at my cones. My cones go way too pointy, like way too thin and pointy at the top, and I didn't want to do it. I did look at my paper mache cones out there. This is just so much easier than covering it on a cone, I feel like. Now, if you guys want to cover a cone, I did cover a cone for it the first time. I covered a cone with jute, and I put a star on the top. And then I put that on the top. You could do that. That's what I did originally with it. But I wanted to make it all just natural looking. So I decided to try this since this stuff's going on Friday. I really think I'm liking this. We just got to get it wrapped. And I will tell you, if you save your little wire when you take this apart and open it up, this wire works perfect for this. Let me just give this a twist. You could do a cone at the top if you guys want to. I feel like a cone is harder to cover with this kind of stuff because it goes so skinny, but by all means do a cone. Soak it in water and it softens. I don't think you need to soften this one. This one's pretty soft. This one's pretty bendable. We just have to get it to stay at the top. I'm gonna all right, we need this very top part too. Look, it's gonna be perfect for the top of the tree. We just have to get it, we have to get it to stay. And then I gotta get that other part right there too. Hold on. Let's shove this into here. And let's shove it down. And let's look in here a minute and see if we could get these two pieces. Which one is it? It's this and this. All right, let me twist these two together for a minute. Thank you everyone for sending Crystal your prayers. All right. I want to unravel this top piece right here. So give me a second. This just takes some maneuvering, guys, but it's doable. All right, so I pulled that off. Because I want that to be able to go here. We're going to take the scissors and we're going to trim these pieces off right here. And then we're going to use this piece of wire. We're going to stick this into here. Give me a second. We're going to bring this down into here. We're going to see if we could find the two ends. All right, here's one. Hold on. I gotta find my wire. All right, there's that one. Now we gotta put this into here. I didn't say you guys could see what I'm doing real good, but I have to get it done first. Hey, Debbie Blue. Hey, Krista. Now, you guys can just add those wreaths on the top and spray paint them, because that was a good idea. But once I get some more wire added to this, I feel like this is the best route. I feel like this, we have to get it to be straight, but I feel like turning that roll of ribbon into a top is the best. I feel like that just really balances it out. Now, what we'll do is I'll take paint and I'll do a strip going around in cream and I'll add a strip right here in white. And I feel like that's what's going to balance it way out. And then instead of having this just at the very top, because we still need to add something small right up here. You could do what I just did for this, or you could do this and just stack them. In person, this is looking way better. In person, what we just did looks way better. Hold on, everybody. Hey, Miss Lorraine, how are you? And then I'm going to just add a little bit of paint to bring in these colors for the very top. And then to finish it off, all you're going to do is you're going to take some lights. I was taking a strand of 100. We got hundreds on now. I'll post a picture once I paint the rings. I'll post a picture because I think it's going to look really, really good. When I take this color paint and do a strip here, take white and do a strip here, and then I do a white on the top again, I think it will balance it out very, very good. And then you'll just take your strand of 100 lights and wrap them around the tree. If you comment Grapevine, you'll see which wreaths I ordered from Amazon. Now, not all of mine are from Amazon. It's going to take you some hunting. Dollar Tree, I got one of them from. Walmart, I got some from. Michael's, Hobby Lobby. You just got to search. So just write some notes and keep a measurement, you know, like what size do you need to find. But then just take some lights and wrap it around. We now have hundreds on the website. Before I only had 50s and 20s. We now have 100, and the 100 should be enough to do the entire tree. Hold on, I gotta, you know I always knock these lights up. I always do. I don't know, I maybe would add another strand. I would maybe do 2 strands of 100. I would start another one and come more up to the top. I would do 2 strands of 100, I think. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? All right, I am going to paint it, play with it. I'm definitely getting this thing on the blog because I've worked on this tree. I've showed this tree. I think this is the 3rd time we've played with this tree. It needs to get on the blog. I love everything about it. I love everything about this. Thank you, Penny Jones, for sending her prayers. Miss Crystal, we're all thinking about you, all sending our love and prayers. Hey, Miss Jill Evans. Hey, Tanya. Did I say it right? Tania. I hope I said it right. All right, listen. Put a cone on the top. You guys could do a cone. You guys want to do I wrapped a cone with twine, and you could put that at the top. It's however you want to do it. You could get a paper mache cone. You could cover it with grapevine. You could get a birthday hat, maybe cover it with grapevine. I wanted it to have the same look. I want it to, because it's all spacing in there, and I feel like this blends the best. But it's up to you guys to get creative and do the top of the tree however you want. No, I'm not gluing or tying them together. If I don't want it anymore, I just take it down. It's going just like that. I'm not gluing it. I'm not tying it. I'm stacking. But remember, everyone does things their way. So this is an idea. It's for you to run with it. Okay? Hey, Miss Sarah LaQueen, how are you? Yeah, the ribbon stuff, I don't have another one here. The grapevine roll stuff, that's going on the website Friday. I will show it Friday. I'll explain it. I'll tell you how long it is, all the goodness, okay? Melanie Cook Hill, how are you? Oh, Miss Michelle, I love that you are here. Michelle Crockett, are you having a great Wednesday? I hope so. All right, I got to go. I still have a lot to get accomplished. Now, take this, run with it, and do your take. That's all I'm here for. I'm here to get your mind going. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Happy Wednesday, everyone.